Now I would like to invite convener of our summer school, Dr. Debasis Khan sir, to convey the concluding remarks. Welcome, sir.
So, my dear participants, good evening. So, I think most of you have become tired and exhausted after this 5-day summer school. We are now towards the end of the summer school. So, welcome to the concluding part of the summer school 2021 organized by Bhaktivedanta Institute, Kolkata. For us, organizing the summer school has been challenging but productive. We have replaced like jet lag with Zoom lag, with intercontinental meetings through multiple time zones. It was really a tough job, and I'm thankful to the event management team for that. I would like to conclude the summer school with a few thoughts on what we have learned during these 5 days. During the course of the summer school, a group of experts brought together by the Bhaktivedanta Institute Kolkata presented the work they had accomplished over the past several years. These experts represent the various disciplines involved in the study of the origin of life. Physicists, astrophysicists, biologists, chemists, mathematicians, philosophers, religious leaders have worked together in this problem on origin of life. They have sought a deeper understanding of the delicate and complex issue which is connected with the life's origin. The work of the Bhaktivedanta Institute Kolkata has been contributing to a more profound awareness of origin, meaning and purpose of life, especially through dialogues, seminars and conferences, and thereby it has made it possible to bring together the various perspectives concerning the very foundational question on what is the origin of life. Let me speak one or two conclusive sentences for each speaker so that if any of you have missed any lecture, so you may fill that gap. So starting with, Professor Chandra Vikramasinghe initially briefed the long history of ideas connecting life on Earth to the wider cosmos. He stressed on the panspermia theory. Panspermia is the theory that life could be delivered to Earth or any other planet by being carried through space by comets or asteroids. However, panspermia addresses the way that life could be distributed across the galaxy, but not how life actually began. Then, the message by Professor James Tour was loud and clear for us. After looking into the present scientific facts available based on chemical origin of life, he said that we are very far from the understanding of life's origin in terms of simple chemical reactions. He even went further to speak about the role of God, the supreme creator, for creating life. It was amazing. Next, Professor Nick Lane also spoke about the present limitation of the chemical origin of life, even though he mentioned his research is progressing and attempts are being made to make a living cell independently without taking genes from another living cell. Thereafter, Dr. Sosi Kotagiri also spoke in the same line, that is, the latest findings are far from goal, that is, origin of life from chemicals. So next in the line, in my work using Fred-Hoyle theory, I tried to show that natural selection theory cannot explain the origin of life. Only after mutations produce a statistical distribution of defects represented by the Poisson distribution, the natural selection theory may come into picture to hold the position from further decay. In the lecture of Dr. Saifani in his computational modeling of chemical origin of life, he mentioned about the role of external potential to make a living cell, and they are exploring more to bring properly this external potential into their simulation. Next, Mr. Roshan Tiwari mentioned his works concerning with quantitative investigation to derive the minimum value of heat dissipation taking place during a process of self-replication in a system coupled to a thermal bath. He further mentioned his findings have important scope for studying the bacterial cell division as well as for the prebiotic emergence of self-replicating nucleic acids. In his presentation, Dr. Biknis Krishnan Kutti initially mentioned, even though he has working since last 15 years on biological cell, there is no life in it. He further mentioned, science alone cannot solve the problem on origin of life, but we need to have knowledge from bona fide scripture also to fix the problem. He further presented his vision for a future where science and religion can complement each other in a synergistic manner. The title of Mr. Srikant Chandragiri's lecture was Does Evolutionary Theory Need a Rethink? At first, he mentioned about the problems associated with the Darwin's evolution theory. Then he talked about new data coming from different disciplines help to a new theory called Extended Evolutionary Theory Synthesis, EES. And according to this theory, evolution cannot be reduced to genes. Rather, organisms are constructed in development, not simply programmed to develop by genes. Then both Professor Manoranjan Sinha and Dr. Hare Krishna Mahanta presented the origin of life and universe based on Vedanta very nicely. They also mentioned about the limitations of the knowledge as laid down in present day cosmology and biology as compared to the very detailed description as available in Vedanta. Dr. Dheeraj Dubey mentioned in his presentation about a holistic approach of synthesizing the Vedantic wisdom while studying the organic matter in connection with the living systems. He also addressed, while doing so, one is supposed to bridge the epistemological differences in the two disciplines, the modern biophysics and the Vedic disciplines like Ayurveda and Sankhya philosophy. Now, to understand the origin of life, at last, the future visions have been provided today by the stalwarts. Sri K. Vasudev Rao, who is president of Bhaktivedanta Institute, mentioned it is necessary to look into the alternative as well as traditional models of life where foundational properties of life may offer substantial understanding about how life operates over matter and mind. This can lead to some fundamental breakthroughs in origin of life research. Sri Barun Agarwal, director of Bhaktivedanta Institute, Kolkata, he talked about what is life, temptations, and beyond. And then there he mentioned about the need for paradigm shift in our search for the origins. He stressed he stressed to shift from search for primordial soup to search for a primordial being or consciousness. And also the need of yoga and Ayurveda for immunity and health life was presented in a video lecture by Dennis Robert Delva. And of course, it is also important in our life's journey. Until and unless we are not fit, we are not able to study or research anything. Therefore, it is also equally important. Now, finally, I'd like to say thank to those who participated in the summer school and listened the lectures patiently, and thanks to the event management team particularly for all of their hard work to make this happen. Well done all. Knowledge sharing is an important part of what we do. So these 5 days lectures as well as the discussions help us to advance on the important journey to know life, but it does not stop here. We plan other programs like as mentioned. We invite participants to join in the forthcoming seminars, conferences, schools organized by Bhaktivedanta Institute, Kolkata. So to conclude, let me say the take-home message for the participants. We all seek to listen to research outcome of the groundbreaking scientist. With this, if we also search for the wisdom presented in our holy scriptures, we'll understand the topic origin of life in a more complete way. I think if you try, you can make it possible, definitely. Thank you again.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, sir, for your kind words and concluding remarks. Hope the message all the participants will carry on further also.